Dear children, welcome to all of you in English class. Hope that all of you are well at your home. Dear children, today we will solve the comprehensions of poem Chivvy, which is written at the end of chapter 4, that is the ashes that made trees bloom, of your book Honeycomb. Dear children, as you know that these days we are doing textbook comprehensions in grammar. Today we will doing the comprehensions of poem Chivvy. Dear children, there are three comprehensions stanzas which is important in this poem. Dear children, let's start. Dear children, first we read the stanzas one by one and understand these stanzas. Thereafter we will solve the questions that follows. Now, first we go to stanza 1. Grown-ups say things like, speak up, don't talk with your mouth full, don't stare, don't point, don't pick your nose. Dear children, in these lines, the poet Michael Rosen beautifully describes that it is the habit of adults to counsel the youngsters. They keep instructing the child not to talk loudly. The child should not stare at anything. They further advise the child not to point out the fingers at anybody and also never put finger in his nose. प्यारे बच्चों, इसमें जो कवि माइकल रॉजन बड़े सुंदर ढंग से वर्णन करते हैं कि वयस्कों को बच्चों को सलाह देने की आदत होती है। वे उन्हें जोर से ना बोलने का निर्देश देते रहते हैं। बच्चों को किसी चीज़ पर घूरना नहीं चाहिए। वह बच्चों को यह भी सलाह देते हैं कि किसी को उंगली से इशारा ना करो और कभी भी नाक में उंगली ना डालें। आई होप डियर चिल्ड्रन यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस स्टैंजा। नाउ लेट्स सॉल्व द क्वेश्चंस। द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज who have the habit of always instructing the child? The answer of this question is the grown-ups have the habit of always instructing the child. Now, second question, why do grown-ups say speak up? The answer is grown-ups means elders say speak up because they want the child to express himself or herself. Now, third question is, when a child is stopped talking? The answer of this question is, a child is stopped talking with his mouth full. Now, fourth question is, how far are the instructions liked by the children? The answer of this question is, these instructions are not liked by most children. Now, dear children, let's go to stanza second. Sit up, say please, less noise, shut the door behind you, don't drag your feet, haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out of your pockets. Now, dear children, let's understand the stanza first. The poet in these lines describes another set of instructions given by adults to counsel the youngsters. They tell him to sit in right posture. The child should speak in decent tone and pleased manner. The child should shut the door behind him and never drag his feet while walking. The child should always have a handkerchief in his pocket and should keep his hands out of the pockets before the elders while talking. प्यारे बच्चों, कवि इन पंक्तियों में वयस्कों द्वारा बच्चों को सलाह के रूप में दिए गए अन्य निर्देशों का वर्णन करता है। शिक्षक बच्चों को सही मुद्रा में बैठने को कहते हैं। बच्चों को सभ्य और आभार रूपी भाषा में बोलना चाहिए। बच्चों को अपने पीछे के दरवाजे को हमेशा बंद करना चाहिए और चलते समय पाँव रगड़ कर नहीं चलना चाहिए। बच्चों को जेब में हमेशा रुमाल रखना चाहिए और बड़े के सामने बात करते समय अपने हाथ हमेशा जेब से बाहर रखने चाहिए। नाउ डियर चिल्ड्रन, लेट्स डू द क्वेश्चंस। द क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 इज, व्हाट डज सेइंग प्लीज एंड लेस नॉइस अपील? द आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज, these attributes appeal for pleased manner and its humility. Now, Second question is, why should hands be taken out of the pockets? The answer of this question is, the child should keep his hands out of the pockets before his elders while talking because it's a good manner. Now, third question is, what is a hanky? The answer of this question is, hanky means handkerchief. Now, fourth question is, how should one walk? The answer of this question is, one should walk without dragging one's feet. Now, fifth question is, who speaks these lines and to whom? The answer of this question is, a grown-up means elder speaks these lines to a child. Dear children, let's go to stanza 3. First we read the stanza 3. Pull your socks up, stand up straight, say thank you, don't interrupt, no one thinks you are funny. Take your elbows off the table. Can't you make your own mind up about anything? Written by Michael Rosen. Now, dear children, first we understand these lines. The poet in these lines show that perhaps the young child has grown up. However, the adult around him continue to rebuke him. The child should wear the socks in proper manner. The child should stand in right posture and active mode. The child should take care to say thank you on being given something and never interrupt during a conversation. The child should not behave in comedian manner to draw attention and never put his elbows on the table. According to poet, this time the child is unable to decide anything for himself. He is not certain about anything. At last, the poet commented that it's quite ironical as the entire childhood was spent blindly following instructions. बच्चों, आओ इसे हिंदी में भी समझें। कवि इन पंक्तियों में दर्शाता है कि शायद बच्चा बड़ा हो चुका है, फिर भी जो व्यसक उसके चारों ओर हैं वे आज भी उसे डांट रहे हैं। बच्चे को जुराब ठीक से पहननी आनी चाहिए, यानी उसे भविष्य के लिए तैयार रहना चाहिए। उसे सही मुद्रा में खड़ा होना चाहिए और सक्रिय रहना चाहिए। बच्चे को दी हुई चीज़ के लिए धन्यवाद कहने का ध्यान रखना चाहिए और वार्ता में बीच में नहीं बोलना चाहिए। बच्चे को अपनी ओर ध्यान खींचने हेतु मस्खरे तरीके से व्यवहार नहीं करना चाहिए और मेज पर कोहनी नहीं रखनी चाहिए। कवि के अनुसार इस समय बच्चा खुद के लिए कुछ भी तय नहीं कर पा रहा है, वह किसी भी चीज़ के बारे में निश्चित नहीं है। अंत में कवि व्यंग्य करता है कि बच्चे का पूरा बचपन ही दूसरे के निर्देश के अनुसार काम करने में बीत गया था, इसलिए अब वह कुछ भी तय नहीं कर पा रहा है और किसी भी चीज़ के बारे में निश्चित नहीं है। सो डियर चिल्ड्रन, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस स्टैंजा। नाउ लेट्स डू द क्वेश्चन। द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, व्हाट इज पुल योर सॉक्स अप मीन्स हेयर? द आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज, it is a preparation and getting ready for future. Another question is, what does no one thinks funny mean here? The answer of this question is, the child might be doing something which is funny for him, but the elders feel it to be stupid behavior. Now third question is, name the poem and poet. The answer of this question is, the name of poem is Chivvy and it is composed by Michael Rosen. Now, fourth question is, why standing straight is important? The answer of this question is, it shows the child always stand in right posture and active mode. Therefore, it is important. Now, fifth question is, when the child stops speaking? The answer of this question is, the child stops speaking when asked not to interrupt. So dear children, I hope that you understand these comprehensions with the question answers. Dear children, there is a worksheet along with this video. Kindly solve the question or comprehension given in the worksheet so that you can make more understanding about these comprehensions. Thank you. Be happy and safe.